Alright, we are going live in just a few minutes. I am testing my stream to make sure everything works. And I am excited to dig into some painting tonight. Welcome and thank you for joining me. Kitties who demand attention. Kitties, they listen to me. I have important things to say about the world. I'm a kitty, and that's my duty, is to be a kitty. Don't you agree? Alright. Let's get things started. Alright. I'm a little early, so I'm gonna just sort of hang out here until people join me. But it's been quite the week. I started some new contract work, which was awesome, and I am very much enjoying getting to feel productive again and getting to feel like my brain is useful in a variety of ways. As much as I like making art, it's been hard to really focus on being creative. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way right now with as much important conversations, as many important conversations that are happening right now. And I feel like those things take precedence over art making activities. So that's why I didn't want to take away from that, especially last week. And yeah, so I wanted to lend my silence by showing my support, for the important things that are being discussed. So yeah, as people join, we will start getting going. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So, I'm just talking to myself until then. Because that's what this is about. Talking to myself. I'm gonna shut the door. Oh. People. It's taking me a little longer to make sure everything is set up right tonight. The connection has been weird lately. So I'm just hoping that everything is connected right. It looks like I've got some serious bright spots in here, but it's hard to find good light. I'm all right. If I sit back here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just wait for everybody. Okay. If you are joining, I am going to get started here in about 2 minutes. I am just making sure everybody gets notifications that I'm here and I'm live, and I'm about to do an art experiment where you are all going to interact and help me make decisions about what I'm making. We're going to come up with some ideas first, and then we're going to sketch them and vote on your favorite, and then I'm going to paint. So it'll be a whole bunch of figuring out what's new and what's different together. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. We are almost ready. Almost ready to go. Almost ready. I'll make faces at the camera until the right time. Oh, it's almost 8:30. Are you ready? I'm just being a goofball. All right. It is officially 8:30. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to Powers Paints. I'm Kristen Powers, and this is my interactive art experiment number 2. Welcome to my studio, where I will be creating a piece of art with you tonight. We'll be generating some ideas together, and I'll be having you vote. And then at the end of making some sketches and voting on the sketches, I will be painting a brand new painting, and I'm going to be painting this one on a pure black canvas to start with. I figured that there was something significant with black squares going on right now, and I wanted to do something sort of a subtle nod to the important Black Lives Movement. So this is my subtle nod to that, not so subtle. So we'll be painting, and yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to start with is inviting that any of my viewers who want to participate and to interact with me to use the chat. I can see the chat and I will respond to it as I'm looking at it, but I'm going to start with step 1, ideas. We're going to think about things that would be evocative. So it could be either a word that's an emotion or a thought or like a piece of a poem or a phrase, something that triggers feelings in some way. That's what I'm looking for. So if you have ideas, put them in the chat. I'm going to throw down some ideas that are in my brain, kind of floating around, and I invite you to join me in this, contributing some ideas. So if you have ideas, go ahead and pop them in the chat, and I'm going to capture them on here. Let's see. So let's see. Some things that have been on my mind lately. I want to do something sort of, I guess uplifting is where I want to go. I want to do something that helps people feel the sense of solidarity. Solidarity. I can't spell right. So this idea of solidarity is interesting to me right now, and some sense of unification. And I've also been thinking a lot about this concept of how I'm going to try to think about what words to say this. I like the idea that we would be able to have disparate things coming together. This is something about how do you have a difficult conversation. I've got this idea about, how one of the challenges we face right now is people don't know how to have challenging conversations. They're afraid of, they're afraid of all kinds of things, whether it's looking dumb, being afraid, being ashamed, hurting people's feelings. There's a ton of reasons why people might be afraid to really engage in these types of tough talks. And so I think that that's something that we should work on getting more comfortable with in some way, because there are ways to have tough talks where you can be respectful and, still approach each other as human beings. So, yeah, these are some ideas I've got going. What else? What else do we have? Anything coming from my live chat? If you have an idea, like a word or an emotion, a concept, please put it in the chat and I will add it to my list. All right, looks like it's a quiet night tonight. No problem. Well, if it is such a quiet night, what I might do is I might start taking some of these and doing some sketches. I was going to time myself and give myself 5 minutes per topic, but I may give myself a little more time since we went through these ideas really quickly. And I kind of like this all just being one sort of big topic that I incorporate through. So step 2 is making some sketches of these things. And of course I got blue markers through all of that, so I'm gonna go to the next page. All right, so we've got this idea of solidarity, unification, and disparate things coming together in a difficult conversation. So I'm just gonna sort of start brainstorming with this to think about, hello, welcome. I'm gonna start thinking about how these types of topics, how they bring up different ideas and sort of sorry, my language is not great today. How they bring up different like colors, shapes, textures, line shapes, the types of formal art language that might relate to something like this, or even just building on these and other ideas. So the first thing that I was thinking about was actually there's this shape that I have been interested in, where it's sort of this leaf plant object that meets in the middle and sort of comes together in some way. And I've been very interested in this shape. It's similar to a stinkhorn mushroom, but it's a flower or a plant in some way that's got this movement where things separate and then come back together. So I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about let's see, something that's solid is going to have like a heavy base. So I'm thinking about composition now, and I want to think about my composition probably in some sort of repeating triangles. So this idea of solidarity could come in through the composition, that triangles have this stable base, and this idea of repeating it in some way will give it even more of a feel of being a solid image. So I think I'm gonna start sketching because I've got some ideas going, and then I'll make a few sketches. I'm gonna time myself so I don't spend too long in the sketches, and then I'll have you all vote on which sketch you like, and that will be the one that I paint tonight. So I'm going to set this up here for myself, and I'm gonna set a timer. Set a timer so that I don't spend too much time. Timer. All right. Let's set. We're gonna set 15 minutes for. Let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do a handful of sketches, and then we will vote on the sketches, and I'll just do as many as feels good. And I'm gonna play some music from my phone so it's not coming into your speakers, so you'll just hear a little background noise. So I can rock it. All right. Oh, capturing little elementals in jars. Something like that. For those just joining, I have about 5 minutes left, but I am trying to create sketches to draw some ideas around solidarity, unification, disparate things coming together, and difficult conversations. So that's the idea, and then I'll be painting on this as soon as I make some sketches, and y'all vote. Y'all are gonna help me vote tonight on which one of these I'm doing or which combination of these. I need to integrate some ideas here that are a little different. Going a little abstract with this one, thinking about shapes and edges. The idea of something being pointy or, avoiding the sharp edges in some way. And, my pin died! Alright. Push it. We need another pen. Oh, welcome. No worries for showing up late. I am just glad you're showing up. I'm happy to have you all. So I'm making some sketches. Let's see. I've got about 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to make some more ideas. Thinking about solidarity, unification, and disparate things coming together. I kind of like where this is going, and I want to do a few more around that. That idea of avoiding sharp edges. I kind of like where that's going. Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun. All right, about 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Let's see. See, this is kind of this intersection of two shapes, or maybe multiple shapes. "30 seconds? Oh my goodness!" Oh, let's see. All right. There's our timer. All right. Oh, let's see where we're at. Okay, so now we vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can vote for more than one. I will allow it. And if you've got a preference, go ahead and vote, and let me know if you've got some ideas that really resonate with you. I'll give you a few minutes to put some numbers down if you've got some of these that you like this idea. Just a reminder, this was our prompt was solidarity, unification, disparate things coming together. Yeah. So, let me know what you think. Do you have one that you like the best? I got a vote for 5. All right. And as a reminder, this is going on a little black canvas. 3 or 6 with the themes you've chosen. All right. 3 or 6. 4. Excellent. Let's see if I'll get some more straggling votes coming in. 5 and 3. All right. 2 votes for 5 and 2 votes for 3. That could be interesting. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do tonight, because of what you guys have picked, I think I'm gonna go with just doing 5 tonight. I want to do 3, but maybe not tonight. The reason I want to do them separate is they are somewhat different approaches. So the abstract ones I paint differently, and I think about paint differently. So I think actually I like most of these. Okay, I'm glad you like them. So I think I'm gonna do 5, and I'm gonna set a timer for myself, and we're gonna do this in the 45-minute time challenge constraint. 45 minutes to make some art. Yeah. Man, all right. So now we have to make some choices. So we're gonna make some choices about color and shape and texture coming out of this. And I see this is kind of a powerful, strong, strong painting, and so it needs some bold colors. So I'm thinking about that. Excuse me for having stuffy noses. Allergies are the worst. So I'm thinking about big bold colors. I'm thinking about large shapes, and I'm thinking about something where it's sort of two forces in a conversation of some way. So thank you everybody for participating and voting along. This is fun having everybody join me and make art with me. I know that sometimes it feels like we're a little powerless in this crazy world, but you know, putting out good energy and creating community is important. So thank you for being here with me. All right, I'm gonna eat a bite of my fig bar because I didn't want to make dinner tonight. I had a protein shake. I did not feel well today. All right, enough about me. Let's make some art. And I didn't forget this time. This time I remembered. There's my hairdryer. I should get a special hairdryer. I keep thinking I should like bedazzle a hairdryer and make it my art hairdryer. If anybody wants to make me a bedazzled hairdryer, here's an open call. Alright, a little promo. You can always donate to me if you want to support my art making. It's just Kristen Powers Artist at PayPal. And then I also have an online shop where I sell prints and t-shirts and all kinds of fun goodies at Society Sick Powers Paints. So let's get the party started. I know you like to see all my mess. Get centered in there. Yeah. All right. Are you ready? I'm ready. Number 5 was the Dashua Ennui. I can do it. All right. I am starting my timer, and I'm starting my music again. And we are off. Alright, so I'm getting into this, but I want to know one good thing that happened to everybody this week, or over the last week. Tell me one good thing that happened to you, or that you were involved in some way. Good thing that happened week? Yeah, tell me some good things. Oh, yay! Yay to everybody! For those who are interested in what's playing in the music background, Amazon automatically makes a playlist of your top played songs from the prior year, and so I'm being lazy and having it just play my top songs from last year. But you know, if you like it, you like it. I'm trying to make sure that I want this to be a hopeful painting. I want to make sure that we've got like something that's powerful but hopeful. Hello, everybody's making food. We've noticed that making food so much at home, the only real drawback is how many dishes there are. Making a lot of dishes. You'll notice at this point that I have only really used one big brush, and I'm putting down a lot of paint, trying to just get a surface to play with. So with abstract, the part for me that I really enjoy is the responding, the conversation with the paint that I have when I'm looking at what's happening and making something out of it. So I'm using a lot of paint to help me get there faster. But also being very thoughtful about this idea of conversation and bringing things together and making sure that that stays as my central theme. We're 36 minutes in to making some art. Making art together. Thank you for giving me something to look forward to this week. I've been excited to do this.
I'm not sure what I'm looking for anymore. I just know that I'm harder to console. I don't see who I'm trying to control. Let the keys in question control. Can you say what you're trying to play anyway? I just pay while you're breaking all the rules. All the signs that I find have been up the line. Never slide on the drive that is good. All this running around, well, it's getting me down. Just leave me alone, and I'm used to. I don't need to believe all the dreams you can see. You just need to achieve something that rings true.
I think I've got this idea of rounding off edges that's like really stuck in my brain.
No conscience, repentance, and now. Close your eyes, pay the price for your paradise. Devil's feet on the seas of the sound. Can't conceal what I feel, what I know is real. No mistake in the faking I can. With a prayer in the air, I will leave it there.
It definitely has landscapey qualities so far. But I'm happy where it's got a lot of activity, got a lot of movement. I'm excited about it. Okay, we might be at that stage that I know you're excited about. Everybody's favorite. Fun. Alright. Well, this is where we're at so far. Got a lot going on. 29 minutes left. Let's get back to it. Now we're gonna move down to some smaller brushes, start adding more detail, start really defining the shape language and this conversation that I've got in my mind, and really showing that with definition in some way with the edges. Stay. Thanks for joining me again. It's 24 minutes left, about. We're got 45 minutes total on the timer. I'm working on making a piece about solidarity and having tough conversations and bringing people together. Just bringing different things together. It could be ideas or people or so many different things that need to be brought together at this point. Diversity is important. We get better ideas when you have diverse incoming ideas. Right. 20. There's kind of this tension in these. I like it. I'm liking where it's going. meantime, I'm going to move down to the smaller brush. I'm thinking about the next layer of details here and shapes that I want to get in. Rotate your painting to paint on it, or do you have to rotate your aesthetic? I am forever rotating in my mind. It does sort of force you to think about it differently, which is kind of the trick. Is that you get your brain to look at it a little differently, so you see new things. It's actually a really useful tip if you're doing a still life to draw it upside down so your brain views it differently. Little spots of hope. All right, 11 minutes. Woo! I have a kitty knocking at my door. I'm sorry, kitty. I'm busy painting. We're busy painting. I left it at home when the moon is clear. 6 minutes. Alright. Let's do a quick drive. Ooh, coming down to the minutes.
while you're breaking magic away.
All right, 1 minute. You know what? I'm gonna move to some markers I have. Oh, there we go. Oh, goodness. Well, that was exciting. All right, let's see. Where did we end up? Terrible way of showing you. We're trying to show you the painting. Yeah. Ooh, boo, boo. There we go. So this is where we ended up tonight. Pretty excited about that. Brock with his relationship with Picasso. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot going on. I was looking at some old paintings today of some art masters, so it's cool to see that kind of coming out. Yeah, so let's see if I can show you on the other screen. There we go. Look at all that. Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun experiment, and then we can retrace our steps. So we started with some ideas around solidarity, unification, disparate things coming together, difficult conversations. And then we made some sketches, and then you voted, and I decided to go with one of the top votes. It was tied, but I went with number 5. And then, so basically, this form, bloop, 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 that part, ends up here. You see how it all comes together? Just like that. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my art experiment tonight. I will be posting the picture of the final art on my social media. If you like doing this with me and you want to join me on a weekly basis whenever I do this, please subscribe to my channel. It gives you a little notification when I go live, so then you get like, hey, it's time for some live art. And I'll be doing more of these experiments and time paintings just to continue to grow my relationship with the outside world. So again, let's do another picture of this one. I'm pretty excited by it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I am excited that you all could be part of my process tonight. And yeah, I hope to catch you on the other side of the week next week. Thanks again.